I'm Rorie Woods, and I am so much more than a member of the wrongfully foreclosed. We are all so much more. This is not about a few sheriffs getting stung by a few honeybees. This is about discriminatory and predatory lending, rampant in Massachusetts and throughout our country.
When a mortgage is foreclosed, the proceeds do not go to pay off the loan.
The funds go to the various players on the gravy train. This is not foreclosure. This is property theft.
We're not deadbeats looking for free houses.
Some of us are former class presidents and valedictorians. We're actually overachievers.
The non-existent foreclosing trust entities and their lawyers are the thieves. The foreclosure mill law firms actually work for the banks, unnamed.
A friend of mine was foreclosed without ever having missed a mortgage payment. 15 sheriffs, 5 cities, and 8 local cops dragged him from his bed at 5 a.m. while a local TV crew got it all on camera. Jack was later suicided.
Others have been foreclosed after their houses have been paid off.
Seniors' homes have been taken after signing on to reverse mortgages. There's no harmed party in court. All the mortgages were satisfied by title insurance claims.
Hidden investors record fraudulent filings in registries all across the nation. Many families are losing generations of wealth from decades of labor. Those families are reduced to homelessness.
Pensioners have been robbed too.
The fraudulent predatory loans designed to be foreclosed were sold to teachers' unions, labor unions, and other retirement funds. This is business as usual for Wall Street banksters. Heads they win, tails we lose.
Housing courts were established for landlords and tenants issues. Title issues are under the jurisdiction of the Superior Court or the Land Court. Or sadly, the Probate Court, if the lying attorneys succeed in killing us off in the process.
Non-judicial foreclosures are a violation of the U.S. Constitution. Due process means you have a right to evidentiary review. Non-judicial foreclosures routinely violate due process.
Deregulation and control fraud allows the thieves to run the government.
These fraudulent foreclosures are a securities scheme. The triple profits from the theft of my rental property went to the Cayman Islands.
The Supreme Court has ruled that Fannie Mae is the government. Claims against the government can be filed at the U.S. Court of Federal Claims in Washington, D.C.
The government and the large banks are taking our homes. They do it by distorting language and hiding their tracks in piles of empty paper. Many so-called justices are in on this scam.
The fraudulent transactions are hidden from the public eye. The Federal Reserve Bank has propped up this scheme with trillions of dollars.
Our judiciary has been compromised. The lawyering bars across the country have been compromised. Our land ownership registries of deeds have been compromised.
Civil servants are being turned against the citizenry. What we have is regulatory, judicial, congressional, and executive capture.
Bill Clinton pushed through deregulation with Robert Rubin at the Treasury. Robert Rubin went on to pillage Citigroup after displacing thousands of families to live in their cars. Citigroup was the largest funder of the Clinton campaign. And Obama went on to fill positions in the government under Citigroup's direction.
When a family is targeted for foreclosure, their available funds are usurped for foreclosure defense. They liquidate their retirement accounts to save their homes. They lose their homes anyway. It's all a fraud scheme.
Anti-redlining laws were put into place by our Attorney General, Scott Harshberger, 20 years ago. The banks today are not targeting people by neighborhood. People today are targeted with predatory loans by demographic.
A.G. Maura Healey allowed Harmon Law, a fraudulent foreclosure mill, to walk away with a slap on the wrist and continue their crimes. A.G. Maura Healey made legal aid unavailable to the wrongfully foreclosed. Let that sink in.
It's the usual demographics. Seniors, people of color, single women, and people with disabilities.
But it won't stop there. This is just the beginning. The usual targets are low-hanging fruits, easy pickings.
Soon they'll be going after business owners whose small businesses were decimated in the pandemic. The equity in their homes was used to capitalize their businesses.
Many of us may die in the process. Others may end up in smart cities. All of this serves a green or sustainable agenda.
Fraudulent foreclosure destabilizes the housing of the borrower. Fraudulent foreclosure wrecks the personal reputation and relationships of the borrower. Fraudulent foreclosure destroys the business reputation of the borrower.
Fraudulent foreclosure compromises the physical health of the borrower. Fraudulent foreclosure compromises the borrower's ability to secure counsel.
Fraudulent foreclosure eclipses a borrower's ability to pursue happiness.
Fraudulent foreclosure makes borrowers destitute and despondent. Fraudulent foreclosure increases the likelihood of death.
The recent SJC Morris decision in Massachusetts allows for damages claims for predatory loans. The courts are refusing to reopen cases consistent with this ruling. Recalcitrant judges are refusing justice to the victims of this predatory lending.
A majority of mortgages made since the year 2000 have predatory characteristics. They're designed to be foreclosed. Year 2000 is also the same time that all of the courts got Dun & Bradstreet numbers. Ask yourself, Why might that be? Is Wall Street monitoring the courts, federal, state, and local?
Be the change.